Hello everyone and welcome to my Royal Family Today update channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. King Charles is eager to mend family rifts with Prince Harry and Meghan Markle. Prince Harry and Meghan Markle will leave the royal family in March 2020, putting their relationship with the rest of the royals under strain. According to a royal analyst, King Charles is keen to heal the family rift with Prince Harry and Meghan Markle. Since the couple stood down as senior working royals 3 years ago, relations between the Duke and Duchess of Sussex and the rest of the royal family have been tense, particularly with the King and Prince William. Royal expert Richard Palmer, on the other hand, believes the King would welcome them back if they decide to return to the UK. Since their departure, the pair has only returned to the UK on a few times, most notably to attend the Queen's burial. Harry returned alone to commemorate the King's coronation last month. He's quite keen to heal that family rift, Mr. Palmer said, but it's obviously very raw and very noticeable. While he's eager to mend that schism, he hasn't seen his son in the last 2 trips he's made to the UK. As an expert cautions, Harry and Meghan cannot afford another dud deal. Exclusive. Following the collapse of their multi-million-pound partnership with Spotify, Prince Harry and Meghan Markle have been warned against future business arrangements. As speculation over the couple's future grows, Prince Harry and Meghan Markle have been cautioned that they cannot afford another dud deal. Edward James, chief executive of Goop, has warned that the pair's route is narrowing and that any future brand deals should be approached with caution. However, the public relations specialist believes there is a way back for them, and he advised them on what to look out for. There is a way back for them, James told Express.co.uk, but that path is narrowing. They must meet their content output commitments for any other projects on which they are working in order to establish themselves as trustworthy partners. They must also ensure that the next few pieces of work are produced to a very high standard and are commercially viable, he added. They can't afford another disappointment or cancellation. The PR expert also warned that the couple may have to drop their asking price when it comes to taking on new agreements because the current Spotify revelation has harmed their brand. They also need to see their popularity rise again, or at the very least stabilize, James added. If they are willing to listen to their crisis communications team, this should be doable, as there is a simple formula. He also suggested that the pair pursue the charity initiatives that they championed as senior members of the royal family. The public relations expert went on to say that the return of their popularity is dependent on these charitable causes and that they should look to the Invictus Games for inspiration. It comes after Meghan and Harry's contract with Spotify expired earlier this month. Both Spotify and the couple stated that they had decided to mutually part ways and that they were proud of what they had accomplished. As one expert pinpoints a date for the Sussex resurrection, Harry and Meghan's reunion is deemed achievable. Exclusive. A public relations expert has predicted when Prince Harry and Meghan Markle will make their comeback if they buckle down and stay out of the spotlight. A comeback for Prince Harry and Meghan Markle has been declared achievable, according to PR guru and Goop CEO Edward James, who says it requires a straightforward formula. The public relations expert also stated that the couple's comeback could happen sooner than we think, but only if they keep focused and stay out of the spotlight. James told Express.co.uk exclusively, if they keep their heads below the parapets for a period of time, perhaps 2 years, and focus on making real headway with those projects, while also making some great, scandal-free and successful productions, then there is a road to recovery. Despite their setbacks, the Sussexes are still involved in and committed to some incredibly important work around internationally important subjects. He continued, environmentalism, women's rights, marginalized populations, and children's rights. Work with veterans, such as the very popular and successful Invictus Games, Prince Harry's vision, and the fruit of years of his hard work. James also stated that the couple should return to their roots, with the couple's popularity relying on these charitable causes. He believes the couple's involvement in these topics is genuine and that it is the ideal way for them to improve their popularity. James' remarks come after the couple's contract with Spotify expired earlier this month. According to a joint statement, Spotify and Archwell Audio have mutually agreed to part ways and are proud of the series we made together. The duo still has multi-million-pound partnerships with Penguin Random House and streaming village where the royal family goes shopping and the residents leave them alone. Locals in Ballador, the nearest village to the Balmoral estate, do not harass the royals when they are observed because they are considered community members. The royal family makes an annual visit to Balmoral Castle in northern Scotland each summer, which Princess Eugenie famously called as the most beautiful place in the world. In the 2016 ITV documentary Our Queen at 90, King Charles' niece described life for the royal family as normal when at their summer estate. Walks, picnics, dogs, a lot of dogs, there's always dogs, and people coming in and out all the time, she explained. It's a lovely base for Granny and Grandpa, for us to come see them up there, where you just have room to breathe and run. The firm enjoys time away from royal duties and constant surveillance while there, and when they visit Ballador, the small community about a 10-minute drive down the road, their privacy is respected by neighbors, who regard them as one of them. The lovely Aberdeenshire community is within a few miles from the royal family's 50,000-acre vacation retreat, Balmoral Estate, which includes 150 structures. Its ties to the royal family date back to Queen Victoria's reign, and following Queen Elizabeth's death in September last year, her coffin traveled through the village when some of the 1,400 people came out to pay their respects. David Cobbin, who was born and raised in Ballador, manages the Brakely gift room business with his wife Wendy and has met King Charles several times. The 57-year-old resident on the village's outskirts claimed residents are used to seeing the new king and queen out and about. In reality, he described the royal family as neighbors and members of the community rather than some of the world's most recognized people. To us, they're just members of our community, and I know that sounds strange, but they're neighbors to a lot of people who have known them for generations, he told Express.co.uk. Charles has been coming here since he was a baby, so he is familiar with the neighborhood and many of the residents. A month before his coronation, the new monarch paid a visit to the area. He and Camilla were both seen leaving Crathy Kirk Church after a service. Mr. Cobbin stated that the royal family maintains continual contact with the village and that Charles and Camilla are seen there more frequently than the Queen. It's a private place, he noted, where the royals can go wherever they choose and enjoy the unique freedom they have while there. We all have a healthy respect for the fact that they hold Balmoral with a great deal of affection. We recognize that, and hopefully we provide them with an environment where they can enjoy themselves, the local merchant added. The King and Queen are not the only members of the firm who feel at ease enough to visit the nearby community. The Princess of Wales has also been seen out and about. Kate does come down to the village from time to time, he continued. I think it's great that they believe they can achieve it. I know that, at least when I've seen them out and about in the village, nobody bothers them, they have their privacy, and people respect that they're on vacation, so they just go about their business, so they have normalcy. The royals frequently manage to keep their presence hidden. Alistair Cassie, the owner of a Cassie Hardware, said they were always low-key in the village. Occasionally, you would see them passing through, but there's so much security these days. You could be a tourist in Ballador, the king could drive through, and you wouldn't notice them. The 79-year-old told Express.co.uk. They keep to themselves a lot. From the middle to the end of July through early October, the late Queen would visit the estate purchased by Prince Albert for his wife Queen Victoria in 1852. Nonetheless, Mr. Cobbin stated that the king retains a vested interest in the estate, whether he is physically present or not. Wherever he is, I'm very certain that he remains in full contact with the people who work there because he takes a huge interest in the estate's gardens and grounds, he stated. Just because he isn't as physically there as he once was, I believe he is still as involved as ever. I would feel sorry for them if they aren't spending as much time at Balmoral because it was a wonderful place for them to rest. I'd have thought they'd miss it terribly. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, so please don't forget to subscribe my channel and don't miss any update.